On live. Welcome to the room. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. You guys are catching a girl, trying to be a little faster, a little bit more diligent with my time today. So we'll see how this goes. I want to make sure I am getting the scheduled live in so that we can chat for about 90 minutes. We'll see if it's 90. Oh my gosh, it might be a little under 90 because your girl is starting a little slower today, but we'll see what we can do. Um, we have I have some things I have to do tonight, so I won't be able to stay super long, but I'll definitely get an hour in. And so we'll see if we can kind of hit some goals tonight. All right, friends, we're going to go live on TikTok. You guys know I go live every time on TikTok. We use this time to connect and engage. So I appreciate you all being here. Let me know if you guys have any questions. If you don't mind giving me a like, give me a thumbs up. Also, click that subscriber button as well as the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. So I appreciate you all coming through to support the live stream. And then if you have any questions, put in the chat. I'll monitor the chat, but feel free to come over to TikTok, connect with me over there, or also on YouTube, send me a message. I'm so happy that you're here. So just let me know if you have any questions. I want to support you in your growth and journey. All right, friends, we're going to get moving quicker. We're going to hear me say the things that matter. TikTok live, live streaming. We are talking all things live streaming. So come in, ask questions, how to go live on TikTok. Let me know if you have questions. New live hosts, come in, ask questions. This is all about live streaming and some of the things you don't want to say, do's and don'ts that you want to be mindful of on your live. So I want to help you as you go live. I don't want you to get in trouble with TikTok. So we are going to talk about how to protect your account and not get in trouble and say the things that you don't want to get in trouble with. I want you guys to have a good live stream. So we're going to talk about things you don't want to say or do while live. Hey, Linda Jones, welcome to the room. Welcome to the room, everyone. Come in, ask questions. I appreciate you all joining. So I appreciate you all being here. We made some adjustments to the boards, which is great because the board was acting a little wonky earlier. So we got it all straightened out, you all. So hopefully this is helping you guys. Let me know if you guys have questions. We're going to talk about some of the things you don't want to say. And here's what not to say and what to do when live. What not to say and do when you're live. Thank you so much for my YT friends. Appreciate you. Um, Let me know if there's any questions as you guys come in. Feel free to come in. We're going to talk about a little bit about Community Fest in the beginning. We're going to do a little bit of Community Fest conversation. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time there, but we are in the midst of Community Fest, so feel free to ask questions. I want to make sure you guys understand what's happening with the Fest world. Thank you so much, friends on the YT, for being here. Let me know if you have any questions. We're going to talk about what's going on in this Fest world. And let me know if you guys are also practicing Community Fest as well. So I want to make sure we are engaging. In the meantime, we are liking the live. You'll see the hearts flowing. We're 2 minutes in. We're a little behind schedule. Hey, Elle. Hey, Soda. Thank you so much for liking and sharing the live. I appreciate the support. Happy, how are you, my friend? How's everything going? Green and Tasha B, welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much for being here. So earlier, we TikTok gave us one of my challenges that we needed 990 comments. Y'all, we made it. We got it. That was Community Fest Challenge. We needed 990 comments, and people was commenting away. They was just commenting, stickers, comments. I don't want to comment no more, but I'm gonna keep commenting. It was a lot. We did it. We did it. It was so much fun. You guys had me laughing at those comments. You was like, we're gonna put any and everything in here. And so that's what happened. So we had a good time commenting and stuff. And so in that, we talked a little bit about the topic. Here's what not to say or do when live. So we're gonna say, I'm gonna give you guys some things you want to be mindful of, things you need to be aware of. This is probably going to be a quick I might be able to get right to 90 minutes. I say that because I did start a little later than what I wanted to. And so because of that, it'll probably have a hard stop at 6, if not before 6. Um, so we'll see. I may be a few minutes shy of 90 minutes, only because this Friday, my little guy, he's now very aware of dates and times and events. And so he has been paying attention diligently to the calendar for Toy Story 5 to come out, and it comes out today. So he's made a case to go see Toy Story 5. So his father and I said we would commit to it since he's been nagging us about this movie. And so he knew it was coming out on the 19th, and he is all in. So we said we'll take him tonight. So I do have a little mommy duty to do tonight. No robbing banks or any sorts of trespassing while live. What does that mean? So what happened? I love it. I had folks hostage though. I was like, hey, y'all can't leave because the other task for Community Fest was 5,000 watch minutes. 5,000 watch minutes, y'all. Cute. My 6-year-old said she didn't want to watch. Really? He's watched one, two, three, and four. I kid you not. They had it all like rerunning on like I guess one of the ones Disney, I think Disney. So he has access to that. So he's been watching all of them over and over again. And so he's like, okay, he's ready for it. So he's so excited. I tried to get her to watch one today. Really? I had to make him go back and watch one. I said, you got to watch the original and then you can talk about the others. So she got bored after 10 minutes. Oh my gosh. Brandon, welcome to the room, my friend. Welcome in. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the first one is kind of a snooze, but he was committed to watching them all. So he later said he watched it or he liked it. It was good. But he said 3 and 4 are the best. There wasn't enough pink for her. Okay, gotcha. Others coming in, thank you so much for that daily heartbeat, Brandon. I appreciate it. Okay, so really quickly, we're going to do a quick overview of Community Fest, just so that you guys can keep up with what's going on. And as you're in your room, I want you guys to make sure your rooms are also activated and aware of Community Fest. So we'll do a quick run through. I talk about the viewer side. Hey, Tracy, how are you, friend? Thank you for that follow. Those who are coming in, if you're new, put new in the chat. I love to connect with you all. If you haven't followed the live hosts, this is a great time to do it. TikTok says for Community Fest, I need 212. We ended the first live this morning with 23. So I got a little ways to go. We'll see if I hit that goal. So you said do as well. I appreciate it. Just welcome. Did you get a Heart Me Flash goal this morning? I don't want to send it too early. Ooh, yeah, hold off. I didn't. More than likely, I would not be surprised if TikTok throws that curveball on me. So at me. So hey, Coach Chantel, we might be due for our Heartbeat Flash goal. I wouldn't be surprised. We got I can't remember what it was. I'm gonna say it was roses for some reason. Thank you so much for that, for the heartbeat. Appreciate it. Tracy, thank you so much for the community fest. So we'll hold off on just a little bit. We are 7.5K likes and we're 7 minutes in, which is awesome. So we might be right on task. Those who are coming in on the YT, I appreciate you all being here as well. Happy Friday, happy Juneteenth as well to you, Coach Chantel. Those who are coming in, appreciate you. Daniela, thank you so much. If you're new to my room coming in, we are in the midst of Community Fest. Community Fest has 2 goals for me right now. One goal is that I need 5,000 watch hours. When I ended the live earlier, I had 3,600. It was over 3,600, so I think we're going to hit that goal. We just have to stay and keep watching. I'm closing the doors. Y'all locked in, cannot leave. All right? Don't leave. Don't leave. Stay where you're at. Keep the tapping. Bring your friends. I give you this heart to tide you over. Thank you, friend. Thank you so much, others coming in. So I'll explain because Community Fest, they have daily tasks. And so with these daily tasks, thank you so much, Fred. Appreciate the community style. They have these daily tasks. And so my task for today was number one, 990 comments. We did it this morning. The people in the room, they just kept the comments flowing. So 990 comments flowed through this live at 10 o'clock. And so we got the comments down. And then I had to get 5,000 watch hours, 5,000 watch hours. Earlier, I'll check it in a second, but we had 3,600 by the time I ended the live, which is great. So I knew I was coming back. So y'all got to keep watching. And then we have to get new followers, 212. Now, when I ended the live earlier, it was 23. So I don't think we're going to get that. Okay. So that we may not get, but the rest of it, we might get those watch hours. We might get 2 checks, not 3. So we'll see if we get all 3 of them. So pay attention to your daily tasks, you all. I don't want you guys to miss out on just building community, new people coming in, people engaging. So those are the things that you want to do. That's part of the Community Fest process. So look at the task. Not all of them going to be the same. They put me in the Legends category. I don't know why. So I'm in Legends, and so it's a little bit extra, a lot more extra that is required. So we're doing it though. Coach Chandra, thank you so much for being here. Chandra, you changed it. You took the coach out. Oh, did you? Story to money coach. Okay, I love that. Okay, you're playing around with your title. I like that. That's good. Carla, welcome. Thank you so much for that daily heart me. We hit that 10K, you all. Appreciate you. We did it under 10 minutes. Thank you so much for supporting. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much for being here. For all the people who send the blessings comments, I wish y'all didn't do that and would follow the live host, because I probably would get 200 just for them alone. Thank you all. Yes, getting zoned in. I love it. And I love it. That's the way you have to do it, friend. That rebranding is so important. Tracy, you said they know real goats when they see it. Appreciate it. I guess we gonna claim that. Appreciate it. They're making it challenging though, and thinking about the algorithm. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. That is part of that search engine optimization, the SEO part. And so, if there's things you can kind of put out there for the algorithm to pick up on what you're putting down in terms of your live stream, what you're talking about, your content, that's really important. So, if you can have your bio, your name, your nickname in this case, all optimized, that's perfect. Yeah. Yes. How often can we rebrand? You know, in the beginning, and I would even include myself kind of in the beginning stage, because I'm still growing too. I think there's something to be said about if you're able to hone in on what you want your audience to connect, your audience to be attracted to in terms of how they're engaging and finding you, becoming more discoverable. Um, Sometimes you got to stop and rebrand and just say, okay, did I start off with this name and this identity that made sense in the beginning, but now that I'm here and I really understand what questions I'm getting, who's coming to my live, who I'm trying to connect with, and making myself a little bit more visible and discoverable for those people. How do I do that? How does it align with my brand? When it comes to expanding your brand, the YouTube, the websites, the other things you want to do for people to connect with you, you might need to make some tweaks to your brand, your logo, your name, your other content that you're creating. So I think it's important to think about it. Now, do you change it often? Probably not too often. Maybe if I was to give you a timestamp, maybe if you did it in the beginning and then you had to rethink it 6 months later, that's fine. If you had to rethink it a year later, that's fine. I wouldn't do it too often as you're starting to grow and expand, that people are able to recognize you, and you don't want to change it too much where people can't find you, especially people who have learned who have connected with you early. So yeah, so maybe the first 6 to 12 months, you might want to consider rebranding. Yeah, I'm in the beginning here on TikTok and I'm figuring out how to get the right people to my page. There we go. Yep. Yep. What happened? What's the eyeballs for? Thank you so much, friend. Are we over the 6 to 12 months? I think we both are, Soda. We kind of are. But I still say we could do it. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate you. Queen JJ, I saw you flying in as well. Thank you all for the stickers. Let's do this. We don't have our flash goal yet. We'll see what it is. Hopefully it's not that blasted darn heart me, but we'll see if TikTok decides to send it. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much. Let's see. We're gonna go over Community Fest real quick so you guys kind of have the latest and greatest. I have a question that I need to DM you. It's you said it's long. Is that what it is? Click the Service Plus button here. You can click the Service Plus and message me. That's a good way to do it, Tracy. You're welcome. Not a problem, friend. It's kind of long. Okay. Yeah, send it. You can send it on DM that way. You said, I've changed my username like 12 times. Oh. All right. Well, okay. I don't know what to say about that. You're welcome. There's a lot to unpack there, friend. But yeah, that's fine. Keep doing you. No, that might be a little excessive, soda. It might be a little excessive, but that's okay. You're just trying to figure it out. That's okay. I had my first ever flash goal today. It was finger hearts. Didn't reach the goal. Doesn't matter. No, I don't want to discourage you during my live this morning. I don't want to discourage you. Do the flash goals, guys. I always say do it because ultimately you're telling the algorithm you're trying. Okay? So even if you don't reach, I don't reach all the time here either. So at the end of the day, what happens though, I will say you should note and just kind of pay attention to how your room evolves the longer you stay. The longer you stay live, you'll see maybe there'll be a little bit of a bump of people who come in 20 minutes later, 30 minutes later. So you should start seeing that little bit of trickling of folks coming in. So it's not all is lost if you don't achieve it. Because I have noticed a difference when I don't get it. There's definitely a bigger impact when I do get it versus not getting it. So, but keep trying, and then your room will get used to it. It is helping TikTok to also get what it needs. I tell you guys that all the time. This is not television. We're in TikTok economy. If you're thinking here like only you're gonna win, then you're misguided about the overall purpose of this. TikTok is giving you more exposure, and obviously it's a good thing that you're here. You're wanting to go live. TikTok wants live hosts, but they want quality live hosts. They want people to stay in the room and engage. And so you're in the early stages of that, you're building that. And so do the flash goal because that engagement matters to the algorithm. It matters to your room. Are we battling tomorrow? I don't see anything. Coach Jesse, yes. Friends and Learn battles are happening tonight. Yes, I saw your message. Michaela may try to attend. Possibly, she says she's driving. She's on the West Coast, so she's driving during that time. So it's not necessarily a good time for her, but she wants to do it. So she may message you to see if you can do something on the side with her afterwards or something when she gets back home. When it comes to the battles tomorrow, there are battles that are scheduled. If you are not available and you did get a system notification, you all should have gotten a system notification. So you should have gotten a system notification that says you were signed up to participate in the battle night. And so that's the first thing. Now, you haven't been paired with your opponent yet, but you should have gotten a notice on Sunday, I believe, that said that you were paired with someone. Now, you can also go check the creator network box. I think it's there. I don't know if it's under campaigns. I don't think the campaign section. I think you will probably need to go into the creator network on the Live Center. Check theirs. It's either going to be in campaigns and there or just in the creator network side. Got that. Okay. Oh, so you did get that. Oh, you got the original message that said you were connected. Okay, that's good. Okay. Others who came in the room, appreciate you being here. Hello, how you doing? Is this Serena? Thank you so much for being here. Yes. Okay, perfect. So the pairing will happen 9 a.m. So it's 12 hours before. I'm sorry, I said 7 a.m. because the event is at 7. So at 7 p.m. is the battle. 7 a.m., you should be paired with someone. Okay. And if you are not eligible or available or not interested, let me know. Let me know. I tried to only include, I didn't include everybody. I think I include like 30 people, 30 to 35 of us. Um, I'm not included, but just letting you know that this it's a small group, and I mainly tried to pick people who were going live a little bit more consistently. And so, if you're not interested, I hopefully everybody who got the notice and can attend and will attend and are okay with attending, and so that'll be good. When it comes to Saturday night at 9 p.m., there's also TikTok's um, Community Fest. Community Fest is also having the battle night too. So it's the bonus hour. The bonus hour is during the 9 o'clock hour. And so a lot of people do battle during that bonus hour. So that is a good time to battle. All right. Um, Hello, friend. Yes, yes, yes. I tried to be brave next time. I would, I was too scared. I was too scared. I'll try to be brave next time. I'm gonna try to do it once a month. So we'll have this like set Saturday night battle night. Define and Dana, I just DM you, so when you get a chance, thanks. You're welcome, friend. Not a problem. Um, let's see, we got the little bad actor coming in here thinking I was born yesterday, talking about in the live. I don't know why. Really. Those who are coming in, I appreciate you all joining. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all joining me on this live. If you are new to my live, please put new. If you are a bad actor, don't say anything because we know you're a bad actor. So don't say nothing. Thank you, friend. And if you haven't followed the live host, please follow the live host. It's a great time to follow me as well. Thank you so much for the daily heart me's. If you haven't sent your daily heart me, we're just gonna throw caution to the wind. We're gonna you can send your daily heart me. You can join my fan club, and we'll see what the flash goal is. I haven't seen it yet, so hopefully it's not anything that we can't manage. So I appreciate you all being here. TikTok usually sends it a little early, but we have not seen it. So let's talk through Community Fest really quickly. Then we're going to talk about the things you don't want to say and you don't want to do on a live stream, okay? So I want to make sure you guys know that as well. How you doing, Porch Talk with Pamela? Welcome to the room, friend. Sent mine this morning. Thank you so much, friend. Throwing things. Thank you so much. Did you put me in the battle? You want me to check? Do you want to not be in the battle? Let me know. Am I doing good or bad? So is do you want to be there or not be there? Wish we could send them each live. I know TikTok do better. I wish so too. That would be easy. Yes, I want to. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Lisa, let's see. Lisa, you are not in it. Oh, you didn't show up in my day. Wait a minute. Let me check the other way. Hold on. Let me check another way. You are in it. You didn't get a notification? Okay, check your system notification. It would have been sent, I think I did this Sunday night. Sunday night, it's going to be way deep in your inbox, the system notification, but you were sent it. Yeah. Yeah, it says participated. Yeah, so you're in here as someone who was supposed to be participating. Um, I think this is the right one, not started. Yeah. So this is the June one. So you are in here. You didn't get a notification. So the notification should have been um, just a simple, you're signed up. Now you haven't gotten paired yet. I didn't sign up because I didn't know if I would be available and how it works. Serena, are you in my agency? Yeah, I don't think you're in my agency yet. Let me know what you're talking about. You're talking about Community Fest? Stay with me. You're talking about Community Fest. I'm talking about the battle night. I was like, wait a minute. Let me see. Okay, you're gonna go check. Yeah, so I think you're talking about Community Fest. So let me talk about Community Fest. So we're gonna switch over. She was talking about the event that we're doing on Saturday as an agency. Thank you so much, Queen JJ. Appreciate you. Thank you, friend. And so, really quickly, when it comes to community, yeah, that's probably the Community Fest. Okay. When it comes to Community Fest, let me say this. So everybody in the room, you guys are fan club members if you grab my daily heart me. So if it says follow, that means you need to follow the live host. If it says join, that means you need to join. Okay, so that is how you get connected. Hey, Anna. So follow is what you want to do. And then it says join. You have to have coins in your account. 1 coin you can send to get the daily heart me. Okay, to join my fan club. So if you click this area, I'm going to show you guys a couple things to pay attention to. So if you click the heart me, that little heart symbol up there, it pulls up this screen here. I'm going to flip my camera so you guys can see it correctly. And so it has it here. And so you can scroll down. These are some features you can do for the fan club. But I want you to get to the very bottom, and it has Community Fest. Under Community Fest, hello, Unwritten Unstoppable. It has the different tasks you can do to support the live host, which is me. So you'll see me. I'm 668 right now, and it'll show the different tasks to do. I want you guys to scroll a little bit further down. Here is where it has the different things you can do to get rewards in this room. So as your title gifter of roses, thank you so much. Thank you, Queen JJ. And so this is how you are engaging in this room, and these are the rewards. And it has a list of different type of rewards you can earn because of the engagement in the room over the next 8 days. Okay, so just keep that in mind. This is part of the qualifying stage. And as viewers, you're earning because you're also contributing. Okay, so that is Community Fest. When you are the live host, I'll show you in a second, but when you're also a guest, I want you to click the gift box. Under the gift box has the area where you've collected votes. And so it has this little backpack symbol. I want you to click that backpack symbol, and it actually, be nice. I clicked the other one. Hold on. There we go. It has the votes that you have collected already. So you are already claiming some of those. So this account has like over 448 that I've collected already. So as you guys are growing, thank you so much. I appreciate your title gift of the donuts. Thank you guys all for the community heart gift. And so your votes are there, and you can cast votes for the live host. So I could send those votes for the room. So that's things that you can do for the room to support the live host. And then if I go back to the gift box again, those community gifts you can actually pin to the top. So you have the heart, the community heart. You have the community style. That's the goggles that we've been seeing. And then you also have the Jollies community. And then you have the community rally. The rally is special. If somebody, thank you so much for that level up cake. So if the rally is sent, it causes the room to have this timer that will pop up here. It'll pop up to the top left corner, and it's a timer that is a countdown for us to get as many people to send the community heart. So the rally enacts the community heart. And the community heart, we're looking for like 15 people to send that community heart. And so it's a whole little gameplay. The screen lights up, all the things happen. So that is part of Community Fest too. So we want to make sure that we're ready to go if a rally is sent. When everything's said and done, that is what you're doing as a viewer. So you're paying attention to your rewards, you're paying attention to votes that you can send. And then as a live host, you want to make sure you get your community to support you on your daily task, because you're given daily tasks. So you want them to support you as much as possible. Hey, Benz. And so I'm going to show you guys really quickly those tasks, because I think some of you guys have been missing some of the things you've been doing. So when I come to your rooms, I'm like, oh, I wonder what we're doing for Community Fest. And nobody says anything. So I don't know if you guys have been doing it. So, and so all you have to do is click over here and swipe through to see your Community Fest. But I'm going to come out and show you guys in real time. Okay. Thank you so much. How you doing, Christine? Thank you so much. And if you guys are new to the room, say hello. Also, make sure you follow the live host because that is a Community Fest task right now for me. So we're going to talk about that. That is the one thing I think we're not going to have enough time to achieve, but we'll see if we can get there. So if you're new to the room, following the live host is the goal. So let's talk about Community Fest. Let me go here. So we're going to go to my page. I'm going to go under campaigns, and under campaigns. So I'm here under campaigns. I'm going to click campaigns, and we're here. So you guys saw where it said, for you all, it says contribute points. For me, it says get points. This is my daily task, get points. And then it says view all. I'm going to view those tasks that I need to do. And so first it has my bonus points. It does allow me to do another double blast. I may save that. We'll see, because I know I'm going to get off a little earlier today. If I was going to do it, I'll do it now, but I may come back later. We'll see. Here are the daily tasks. And with the daily task, oh, really quickly, bonus points. So double blast is where you get double the points. And then TikTok unlocks that for you if you are eligible for it. So I could use it. I had one earlier that I used. Thank you so much, Daisy. If you're new to my room, feel free to follow the live host. Follow me. And then it says extra points collected. I need that many extra points before I can unlock this one. Those are points. And then it says bonus hour. I wanted to point this out because tomorrow is the bonus hour at 9 p.m. to 10 o'clock Eastern. And so you'll get an extra hour of time. It's 2 times the points if you're there, if you're live during that time. And so you want to ideally coordinate that you're live. Maybe you do a battle. You can also activate, if you wanted to, this match bonus so you can get even more points for the match as well as the bonus hour. Okay. And then you have these daily quests. These daily quests are part of what you're paying attention to when it comes to what you need to do daily for your room. So for me, it had me at 212 new follows. I only got 29 right now, y'all. So I got to get 212 by the end of the day. This is my task for the day. So y'all need to go find y'all friends. Tell them to come in and support and follow the live host. Right now we're almost at 4,000. Okay, 3950. So we're almost at 39, 5,000 hours, watch hours. So that means watch hours. Y'all watching me. So y'all can't leave. Y'all can't leave to go get your friends. Y'all just going to share out the live. We're going to get a whole lot of shares going. Share out the live. Tell your friends to come and do a follow. But we need 212 of them. And then we need a 5,000 watch hours. So we may achieve this. I'm hopeful that we're going to get that achieved. And we got to get 5,000 watch hours before this live is over to get some points for that. And then we had 990 comments to do for today. We did that. We did that in my 10 o'clock live. We did it. People were sending stickers. They were sending one word comments. They were sending whole paragraphs. They did it. So we had a whole lot of comments. I was talking a whole lot and people were chiming in. So it was great, y'all. So we got that. We got that achieved. So these other two, the follows is going to be hard. That's going to be a tough one, but we'll see if we can achieve it. I think we may get the watch hour, so we may have enough time to get it. We'll see. That is cool that you have your account on 2 phones. So yes, yes, I do. I actually do. So I have, this is like my original phone too. Now it's become the backup. But essentially I have this account. I also have the agency page. So when I was showing you guys what to do when it came to the gift box and showing you the Daily Heartbeat, that was an account that is actually in the room. And I was showing you what it looked like on the phone for them. So that's what you're saying. But right now you see me actually on my page here and I haven't gone live. Obviously I can't go live because it will mess up this live. So, but I'm just showing you the back end system so I can look at it that way. Yep. So I'm in the campaigns area looking at it. So yeah, this is actually the Dr. Lisa page. That's why you see real time what I see when I click up here, the campaign area. That's what I see. Okay. Hey, how you doing, BU? Tracy, what is my agency? Launch Your Income Agency. I'm gonna come back in and pin it, but I'm an agency owner and manager. And so and if you're going live, you can join. Just make sure you're not already with an agency already and that you're in good standings with TikTok. Okay. So, and then in the US and Canada also. Thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome. And so these are the tasks that you're supposed to be paying attention to. Good. Thank you, Fred. You say you're tired, huh? Tired from yesterday? You went live a long time. Awesome. Hey, friend. Thank you. You're welcome, Vivi. Okay. So when it comes to the um, daily quest, pay attention to those. Look at them before you go live. You can go into the campaigns area and look at it before you go live, or you can look at it as you're in the live, okay? So just click up here to campaigns, but start taking a look at those just to see what are some things you could be asking your community to do. And so when I shared this and said something about it, people were like, hey, let's try to get the comments. And then I didn't even know about the watch hours. And then obviously I didn't know about the follows. So we'll see. Somebody's comment got filtered. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Ebony, welcome to the room. We tiered up. Thank you all. Is joining alive to get support. Is joining alive to get joining alive to get support. Um, is joining alive to get support. You're giving support. As a viewer, if you're joining someone's live, is that what you mean? Joining my fan club? Is that what you meant? You're asking about the fan club? You're giving support. Sorry, you meant agency. Okay. Joining the agency to get support. Yes. So you join an agency. Obviously, I tell people you don't know what you don't know. There's a lot to know. There's always something going on in these TikTok streets. I'm enjoying an agency. Yep. And so there's always something going on. Wink, wink. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much, Miss Unwritten Unstoppable, for the community heart. So there's always something going on here, whether it's Community Fest, whether it is just understanding the latest and greatest thing that's happening with TikTok and the features and stuff. Also, we're going to talk about it today. Like, here's what you don't want to say, what you do want to do. I mean, so we're going to talk about some things that can get you in trouble. And so we don't want you to make mistakes. So an agency can kind of give you that support, that monetization strategy, but also the protection you need to stay in compliance with your live stream. And so that's what agencies should do. And so what I've been doing is making sure that I'm supporting I'm supporting my creators in a way that they are able to grow and understand the platform. A lot of people are new, and so they're so new, it takes time to build and grow, but you kind of want to make sure you're staying on top of things and understanding what's happening here on TikTok. All right. So yeah. So hopefully that answers your question. Let me know if you have other questions about it. I can go deeper into the agency spill. Give me some time and I'll talk about it more. What did we achieve? We achieved one of our goals. I think we got the heart meet. Awesome, awesome. Thank you all. Thank you for getting that heart meet goal. I appreciate you guys for that. That's the best practice, just so that you guys know, as you're looking to grow your fan club, pin the heart me as your goal. Put the heart me as your goal. So that's what you want to do. You want to get people to come back and continue to support your heart me and join your fan club. Thank you so much, Chaos. How you doing, friend? And so you want to make sure you're doing that as well. All right. Um, we're going to talk about the things you want to make sure you don't say, you don't do, and making sure that you are staying in compliance. So we'll talk about that. If you are new, put new in the chat. I'm so well. How are you? I'm doing well, friend. Thank you all for asking. And I've been live for 35 minutes right now. So we'll probably make this a hard stop close to 6 o'clock, maybe even a little before 6 o'clock, just because I got to do some mommy duty, mommy activity. The movie Toy Story 5 has come out, and my son's now old enough to keep up with dates. And he's been lobbying to see this movie, so we said we'll take him to the movies tonight. So I have a little bit of mommy duty to do tonight. Hope all is well and blessed. Wonderful day. Thank you so much, Colette. Thank you so much for being here. Daisy, you're new. Welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Um, Coletta, thank you so much for joining as well. Love mostly weird TV shows and movies. I love that. Welcome to the room, friend. Balance is great. It is. It is. I have to do all the things. Got to be a mom and make sure I'm a great live host and coach. All the things. Yeah, watch the jokes. It was clean, but what you mean in terms of your live? What are you saying? BU. Let me know what jokes. What happened? Um, I feel like you're always on. You pop up in my FYP every day. I literally know your voice. Do you really? He's like, oh, that's that lady. Okay. Thank you for being here. Thank you for stopping through. Let me know, do you go live? Are you planning to go live? My favorite part of being a mom. That is, yeah, it is. It's funny. The movie thing, my daughter, his sister, second marriage from both me and my husband. It's our second marriage. And my daughter's 21. So the movie thing was something I started with her, but she got a lot more time with her father going to movies and stuff. I was kind of a different space in terms of busy mom. I was working on my doctorate, all the stuff. And so I didn't get a chance to do as many movie nights, movie dates with her. So it's funny, we're trying to be intentional about doing more with him because I think we both felt like the first time around being parents, we missed out on some of these moments. So we try to make sure we intentionally do it with him so he can have those times. I want to, but I'm nervous. I love it. Not that I love that you're nervous, but I understand and I appreciate you being here because we could talk about that too. Dr. L, my favorite neighbor is the animator for the Toy Story. Really? Oh, that's cool. That is cool. He is a fan. He's been binge watched all four of the other movies, and he's been waiting literally for the last 6 weeks for this movie to come out since he's heard about it. So yeah. So how do I make my heart me go? How do I make my heart me go? What do you mean? Like how do you add it as your goal? The heart me? So when you go to set your goal before you go live, you can set up your goals. You can actually do it while you're in the live too. You can edit the goal. But before you go live, right before you click that red go live, right above it is your live goal. You click there and then it'll have like a little pencil symbol where you can edit the goal and then look for the heart me and just add it. Yeah. And maybe make it 5, 10 heart me's, something like that, just to start off with. Finally going live this weekend, Lynn. I'm excited. Just needed to pick time so I can be consistent. Love it. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. BU, you said, yeah, there was a lot of guys joking, so I jumped in a Mars bar joke and then immediately regretted it. Oh, Lord. Yeah, be careful with your chat. We'll talk about that in a second, too. Come visit CA and he can meet him. Oh, nice. He would love that. He would absolutely love that. Oh wow, and he is such a friendly kid. He's very approachable and friendly, so that's great. He would love it. I miss a lot of my elder chills due to being in the U.S. Army, but at 41 I got a second chance pregnant. Oh wow, yeah, me too, me too, me too, friend. Yeah, he is our we call him our God's plan baby because we were supposed to be empty nesters and we here. Here's what you said 25-year difference. Wow, we're 16 years difference for my oldest step boy, bonus mom for him, and my little guy. And then my daughter and him are 15 years apart. Yep. I want to go live, but I would be like, Sonny, you got this. I love it. I had a great live on Wednesday. It's getting better, however. I received a restriction. What was your restriction for, Dee Dee? Let me know what it was for. You said, I'm going live this weekend too. If I don't chicken out again, don't chicken out. You got it. Just give yourself, starting off, do 30 minutes. You could do 30 minutes. If you can, do 61 minutes. But at least start off with 30 and see if you can get that going. Very first live, you got this. It's technically not your first, is it? Because we did one together. So how many lives have you done? Did we do two, Pam? I feel like you've done two. I have grands older than my baby who was 20. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. No reason. I am careful now. Okay. Okay. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. You're a biz bestie. Welcome to the room, friend. Others who are coming in, if you're on the outside, we are doing Community Fest also. And I need 212 new follows. So feel free to come in and support a girl. So feel free to come in and click that follow button. Let me know if you have any questions. Let's share the live out. Let's see if we can get some shares. Maybe we can get some new friends in the room. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate y'all. Um, so let's see. Let's see. You say you are the only creator who really help without pushing people for anything. I'm pressing for follows today. I'm pressing for follows, but that's all. That's all I'm doing. But yes, you're right. I don't, at the end of the day, I'm just trying to make sure I'm supporting you all. Obviously, the end game here is that I do this for recruiting purposes too for the agency. However, many of the people are new and they're still kind of getting acclimated. So it's still growing and building. And so I get that. So I'm just here to make sure I'm helping you learn how to do this and not feel too intimidated about the process. Thank you on the YT. Appreciate it, friend. And so not feeling too intimidated about the process. And we can kind of talk through that too. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about the do's and don'ts. Okay. So we want to make sure we're doing things according to TikTok and we're not making some common mistakes that people will make. Okay. I love that about you. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. And so let's see, Steffi Doc, I'm working up the nerve to go live one day, but scared of not knowing what to say. Hey guys, let's Elle, are you in the room? Let me know if Elle's here. Big fan of you from Elle, thank you so much for being here, friend. I love that. Let's see. Elle, are you in the room? Thank you all for being here. I'm not getting any comments questioning my approach. You're not getting any comments questioning my approach. Is that good or bad? I think that's good, isn't it? Let me know if that's good or bad. That's right, friend. I love it. Yeah. I said Elle because Elle is my she is a live host here in the agency, and she talks about, thank you, friend, for the gifts. I appreciate you all. Thank you all for the shares too. That's different. You mentor, not just teach. Yes, yes. Did I tell you that's my dissertation topic? Is on mentorship. That's exactly what I did it on. Yeah. Please pin the agency. You said please pin the agency. I will. Let me put it in here. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure I didn't miss any comments. Let me know. Get pen and paper. You're so funny, Daisy. I am. Elle, you want to put your schedule in when you're going live next time? If you want to put that in the schedule, I'm going to pin Elle. She's a good live host. She's a great live host that talks about the overthinking mindset. So and she talks about overthinking across multiple dimensions, for lack of a better word. And so when you're overthinking a process, you end up missing out on so many different opportunities. And so I want you guys to conquer those thoughts that are limiting your beliefs and how you're thinking about a situation. And you never know how you could grow and build community as a result of it. And so just I want you to not overthink. Okay. So when it comes to live hosting, I was going to tell my friend who said she didn't know what to talk about. You're gonna go see Elle. Elle is really good about like having these questions that she has kind of curated from her approach with working with the AI, ChatGPT, and other AIs, and just coming up with ways to kind of get her audience to engage and having overthinking as the overarching message. Okay, so we are in a unique time. We're in a unique time where we could have said, "I don't know what to talk about. I don't know how to approach this." We can't say that anymore. That's not even realistic to say that, because there's so many resources and tools out there that can help you structure your live stream, help you build a successful live stream that's focused on engagement, that's focused on the topics your audience is looking for, that's focused on things that are you're interested in, you're experienced at. You are able to connect people in a very unique way and help you kind of guide that conversation, this experience, for 60 minutes, 90 minutes, and 2 hours. And so just know that there's ways to do that. I teach it here. We talk about it. I also do one-on-ones. I should say that as well if you want to meet with me. But just know that there's a time now that we could have said that, but there's too many resources now. So I want you guys to understand, tap into the resources, understand how to leverage those things so that you can do it without fear, without overthinking the process. And it's going to take time. Don't get me wrong. It does take time for you to get the algorithm used to you, kind of make sure you're building um, a community, because you're doing all the other things necessary, like posting the content, scheduling your live, doing going to lives that matter to your topic and to your target audience. All that networking, all that matters. The things you do here is going to really help you to grow and expand, but you got to stay with it. And I think a lot of people stop before they really get started. All right. So I talk about that quite a bit. I was going to talk about this topic today, but I do talk about that quite a bit because I want you guys to be successful. I'm scared my first time as well. Nobody, anyone that's new, but you all get more comfortable. You do. You do. Absolutely. And if you are new to my room, don't forget to follow the live host for Community Fest. Make sure you are following the live host. I appreciate you all supporting. Um, and say I go live twice daily now. There we go. I love that. Oh wow. Not many. No, I want them to participate. Gotcha. Well, that's gonna come with time. That's gonna come with time. You'll figure out some ways to kind of get them to kind of ask questions. Use the AI to come up with some great questions for your room too. Wow, you would be a great mentor. Oh, thank you, Sonny. I appreciate that, friend. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. Hello, hello. Tonight, Overthinking After Dark, Juneteenth edition. I love that. Let's see. I'm going to pin that. So that is El Meek. She does the Overthinking After Dark conversations. My ADHD gets the best of me. Oh, there's a live host for that too. I'm thinking of pals now. I got you, Tracy. If you need support, I got a live host that I could talk about for that too. Pals is not here. She's normally on my YT. She's not here today, but I would name her as well. And then L, your schedule is Sunday, Monday, Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. So let me pin this one as well. And then anybody else who's a live host, put in the schedule. Put your the three T's, the topic, the time, and the time zone. Put the three T's in the chat. Let's drop the three T's. I want to make sure you guys are seeing different people who can support you. If you are interested in a topic and you're new to my room, these are some great live hosts to visit so we all can get some visibility here. Did I get the flash code? No, I didn't. TikTok, don't give it to me now because I don't want to deal with the flash code. I'm just saying. I'm amazing how easy it is. You said it's amazing how easy it is nowadays. It is. It is. Amen. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much for guys for the gifts. I appreciate it. I didn't say thank you, but I appreciate everything you guys have done. Thank you for the support. Just be patient and be consistent is what I'm learning. That's it. Hey Luna, very helpful. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Please follow her lives. You will learn. Thank you, Pamela. I appreciate that, friend. Hey, chat. How you doing? Thank you all for being here. Okay, so I just wanted to catch up on some comments. Hello. Hey, Shayla, welcome to the room as well. Coach Wallace, thank you so much for being here. Thank you all for coming in. Steffi, thank you so much. If you're new to the room and haven't followed me, feel free to follow the live host. Pamela, you said I'm going live at 8 p.m. Pacific time, porch talk, positive vibes, good stories. 8 p.m. tonight? 8 p.m. Pacific time? Okay. Are you saying tonight, Pamela? Let me know. Let me know. Um, let's see. Soul for R&B, Janae. Yes, Soul for R&B, funk and house music nightly at 10 p.m. Pacific time. So definitely another great room to visit. She is my nighttime relaxation and a little bit of energy because she plays some great music. I'm all energized. I was like, I gotta go to bed. Faith and Healing, Base Living. Oh, Chaos to Calm podcast. Love that. With Sid. So Faith and Healing, Base Lives daily. 1 p.m. and 8 p.m. Eastern. Tonight's topic, healing or distraction. I love that. Great topic, friends. Let's see. And then we have Queen JJ. Queen JJ is weekdays at 2 p.m. Central, bringing laughter back. I love it, friend. Greenwich Times. Okay, Sunny. Music acoustic covers. Forgot the other T. Time zone. Topic, time, the time, and the time zone. What time is it? Do you go live, friend? No, no Saturday. You're gonna do it Saturday. Okay, tonight is a practice. Saturday for real. All right, love it. But today I'm live at 5 p.m. Central for the battles. Gotcha. Okay. Hey, sweetie pie, welcome to the room. Thank you all for being in here. Janae, I see you. You said I'm live every night at 8 p.m. Janae, I came into your live last night. It just so happened my daughter had called. She had called and we were sitting there chatting. She called late because she was working on some schoolwork and I was chatting with her about it and stuff. And so I looked on the screen and saw that you had just came live. I was like, let me come on in. So you were playing in the background while I was talking on the phone to her. When I got off the phone, I was like, I gotta go to bed. I gotta get off the phone. Oh, hello. How are you doing? Hey, King. How are you, friend? Hope all is well. Good to see you as always. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate that. You said capable. You said I go live in the evenings for now between 8 to 9 Eastern. Nice. What's the topic, capable? Um, a schedule will help me. Yes, a schedule is always good. It gives that accountability to you and to your viewers, so people know your schedule. So yeah, I love your info. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you for being here, friend. Yeah, so that's good. Love it. Okay, I appreciate you guys connecting. Thank you so much. Hello, Tang Tang. Welcome to the room, friend. What is your agency and what do they help with? What do they help with? The they is would be me and all the creators in the agency. We connect depending on the topic and what you're doing. People will come to your live. So let me put the agency in the page because I said I was going to do in the live. Let me pin it really quickly. I'm gonna do a run through of the agency and then I'm gonna have to do a run through on my topic so that we can talk about that. So that is the agency's page, Launch Your Income Agency. If you go to the page, we got some Community Fest posts there, but the other posts, maybe the first 5 posts, have a link to join the agency. So if you're interested in joining the agency, click the link and then you can apply to the agency that way. Couple things that you need to know about the agency, just in general, and then I'll tell you what TikTok rules are. When it comes to agencies, they are free. First of all, you should not have to pay for a creator network agency. All right. Those are free because TikTok gives you a percentage of your gifting. That's through the Scale Live Rewards. The agency has nothing to do with that. Whether you have an agency or not, you're going to get the same amount. You get the same percentage basically in terms of how you earn what you earn in your live stream. And so TikTok takes their percentage. So you can earn up to 40% per live. TikTok takes the 60. With the 60, they give a few percentages to the agency. Ultimately, what happens is that TikTok is looking to grow the live streaming ecosystem, making more people here being live hosts, connecting with their community, growing what's happening here. And so they want more live hosts essentially. And what we're doing is to support you. We continue to go live, giving you training, some monetization strategies, as well as helping you to stay in compliance. And that's what we're going to talk about here, some compliance stuff to make sure you don't get violations or what's called restrictions, where they restrict your visibility to the For You feed when you're live, or a violation means that you're suspended and you can't go live for a few days. So one of those two things will happen. So we talk about that here. We have weekly meetings. I go live twice a day, so 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., talking to new people, talking to my current live hosts, answering questions, recruiting. All that happens in this space over the course of the 2 time slots. Then we have weekly meetings on Sundays where we meet as a community on Zoom and we talk about things that you need to know with upcoming events like Live Fest was happening, as well as some other stuff that you might need to know. And then our creators, our community has grown to the point where we have a lot of people who have been doing this for over a year and they've grown quite a bit. And so they give tips and strategies of the things that they're doing and some things that could help you. So it's really become a great think tank of people who are learning and growing from each other. So I love that about our community. When it comes to other resources, we have a school community, SKOOL, where you can go there, get resources. You can also post and connect with other live hosts. We also have the ability for you to post your live stream as well as your content in group chats, and we do campaigns. So we're doing that's why the Launch Your Income, the LYI agency, not 2 A's, 1 A, LYI agency is there for you for the Outfit of the Day campaign. So that's what a reminder of that is. And so really it is a great community of supporters, people who understand what it means to be a live host. They know about the daily heart me. They understand your live goal, tapping the screen, sharing your live out. So they get it. And so when they come to your live, they're supporting. What I teach here is that you also have to be a supporter. Okay, because there's live things about you networking and connecting with other live hosts and other people who are interested in your topic, and you want to be intentional about going to those lives and networking and connecting with folks. So we teach that so you understand the big picture. And it starts with you and it requires you to support as much as you're looking to get support. What else? We teach about battles. I don't require battles, but we do teach about it because that is something TikTok really does encourage. And so I want you guys to know how to do it. I want you to integrate it into your live stream. You don't have to do it all the time, but it's something that you can do. And so many of my creators, there's some who just make that part of their stream and that's what they're doing. And then others will build it in to do maybe once or twice a week, daily, or some people who just do it once or twice a month. So you figure out where it fits in. But tonight we're going to be teaching about it. We have what we call a friends and learn battle battle night, and Coach Jesse, oh, I'm sorry, Queen JJ. Queen JJ is coordinating that so that people can know to go to her room, and she'll do the battle thing there, okay, and co-host with them. I only have the topic. I'm looking for music students, so I will be doing music focus on my breakdowns. Okay, nice, nice. So you want a music live? Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for being here, friend. I appreciate that. Thank you for coming through. Um, Let me know if that answers questions. So, what is a battle? What is a battle? They're called the official name is called match events. TikTok is trying to get away from the whole battle connotation to make it sound like it's very violent or vicious or something like that. So it is really a match event. So you're competing with another live host to see who gets the most points. And in that competition, your community is sharing your live out. They're tapping the screen, they're commenting, and then they're gifting, and that gets you points. For Community Fest, they have a couple Community Fest specific events that are battle match events that you can do. So you could do it with the Community Heart, which is a one coin gift, or the Populars. So they have those type of events, and then that's just the traditional where you're going one to one versus one. They have teams. They have four ways, three ways. So it's just up to you in terms of how you structure it. So there's a couple different ways you can compete with other live hosts. And those are people who are actually in their room going live also. So you're co-hosting. Gotta get back to work. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, friend. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Let's see. Do you do box matches, aka box? Yes. Well, me personally, no, I don't. I haven't done that. I've participated in them in terms of supporting somebody who was in it. But as you that is a strategy that live hosts will do. As you decide to grow your room, you could decide what does it look like to do those type of events. It's funny you say that. I'm actually thinking about doing one because I have a lot of people who've come in lately and supported quite a bit, and I would love to see people get some support back. So I'm thinking about doing a box battle probably in July, just because this month is become so busy. But I'll see. Maybe I can try to fit one in during Community Fest. So maybe I'll try to do it and get a match going. I would have to start promoting it soon so people can sign up and participate. Hey Gina, thank you so much, friend. I'm still trying to figure that out. Figure out what? Let me know what you meant. You said you know a lot. Appreciate it. Let's see. You said you know a lot, girl. Let's see. Um, do you do okay, so I answered that. Let's see. Others coming in the room. Appreciate the follows. Let's see if we can get 212 follows. Oh my gosh. TikTok said I need that many for Community Fest. I walked away, I heard my name. Oh, I was saying about the box battles tonight. Not box battles, the Friends and Learn battle night tonight that we're doing, that you're doing. How do you join the agency? I missed that part. Let me repin the agency page. And so you would have to apply. So a couple things. Let me give TikTok spiel real quick. So in order to join an agency, you cannot belong to another agency. So there's one agency per person for only one of your accounts. So you can't have, and it's the account that you've made the most diamonds on, the account that you're actively going live on. And so just keep that in mind. So one per person for one of your accounts. The other thing is, excuse me, the other thing is you got to be in the US and Canada for my agency. You also cannot have earned too much money. If you earn $5,000 over the last 5 months, you cannot join an agency. TikTok thinks you're fine. You don't need an agency. When it comes to violations, restrictions, you also can't join. Thank you so much, Diana, for sharing out the live. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you all for coming in. I need to learn about the battles. I looked in my backpack and had no gloves. No, you didn't have any gloves. Yeah, so you get gloves for the person you won them for. So you have to go back to that person's room to send those gloves. So those gloves aren't your gloves. They're not your gloves to use for your battle. You're using it for their next battle. That's how it works. And so you're part of their team to a certain extent. Do you need a refresh our friendships? You know what? Somebody said that didn't we can see if it worked. I don't think it worked earlier. What time is the Friends match again? Sorry, it fell off my radar. It is 6 p.m. Central, 7 Eastern. Yeah, 7 Eastern. Does the restriction stay on forever? No, it's just for that particular live. Yeah, it's just for that particular live. Let me see. So, L, you know what? I didn't check beforehand to see if it was. So it says I have 37 right now. So when I think I started, I said earlier 20, what did I say, 23 or so. So now it says I have 37 new follows. Trying to do the math in my head real quick. Um, that might have worked. I'm not sure if it did. Might have worked. 7, got it. Yep, 7 Eastern. So because it shows up in the chat that you followed, but so I think it worked. We'll see. We'll see. TikTok tried it though. 212 is a lot. So I don't want to get nobody in trouble. So, hey friends. Okay. So agency real quick. Last thing, I'm going to pin it. And then you guys, if you miss it, you can, this is the official agencies page. And so I'm going to pin it. And one of the things I'm going to be talking more about as we get ready for our next phase of our agency 1 year anniversary, we'll be celebrating 1 full year in August 1st. And so, really, I would like what we've grown with this, what we've done with this agency is that we've brought in a lot of great live hosts and people who support one another. You find people in topics that really are interesting to you, or really you really connect and resonate with. And so I want to bring in more people that you all recommend too. And so the thinking is twofold. Obviously somebody already comes in with a set buddy to a certain extent. They have a buddy already. And then also there's an accountability person. So you kind of have this accountability piece to it as well. And so I'm trying to see if we can do more with recruiting where people are getting new people, bringing them in, talking about the agency, talking about the benefits of it. But then also with recruiting, bringing in people from the agency, there's also a referral fee that comes with it. So I want to promote that more. I know a lot of people haven't taken advantage of it. As a matter of fact, no one's taken advantage of it. And so I want to get to the point where people are taking advantage of it. So I want to make sure we do that. But the only caveat is I want to make sure that it is something that aligns with TikTok's rules because the referral program we have now, I think just meets the minimum requirements. So we might be okay. However, it may change. So I need to kind of go back and look at it and just make sure everything is all good. I want to talk about that more. So in July, leading into August, we're going to be talking about that more. Appreciate your approach. I see how much poaching is, and it's bad. It's bad. I was just in somebody else's live, and she was saying, creators come to a live. They're not supposed to do that. That's why I don't go out and do a lot of the scouting because people do poach. There's a lot of poaching, and I don't want to give the impression that I'm poaching. So I just like, you know what? I'd rather people come to me who are ready, who are needing to go live. And then if you guys are talking about it, it's different because it's not necessarily poaching. It's just you're saying, hey, here's the agency I'm with, and here's what I like, and here's the things I'm doing. If you want support, this is what you can get support from. And so for me, that seems more authentic and genuine as opposed to someone saying, oh, you need to leave where you're going and come here. That's not what we're trying to do here. So you said even scouting is not great. Yeah, I know. Exactly. And so I think that approach to me seems more authentic for anybody who wants to join an agency. I'm in an agency and there has been a lot of people trying to poach. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, the poaching is bad. And so I say that I don't coach and poach people. And so that's really what I try to do. I come here, I talk about my agency, and that's it. And you make decisions about what you want to do with your life. Some of them are really aggressive. I know it's bad. If I wasn't, I would have joined you. I really appreciate your friend. What is poaching? Poaching in a true sense of the word, where you're trying to get somebody to leave they're doing and come over to what you're doing, and that's not allowed by TikTok. Yeah, that's not allowed. You're not supposed to do that. And so there's a lot of that's happening. And so, and like I said, it is pretty bad. So people will come to rooms and say, different things. And let me say this, say misleading information too. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. So some of the things that the people say is very misleading. Like, it's not just cut and dry that you can just leave one agency and go to another one. It's not as simple as that. And if you're a top earner, I'm just going to say this out loud. You really can't leave, because I don't know if you guys hear me when I say make $5,000 in the last 5 months. That means something. And so if you're doing well on TikTok, TikTok doesn't let you go to another agency that quickly, that easily. So is the scouting very aggressive by some? Yes. And then honestly, once you hear that someone's with an agency, you should really back off. I mean, thank you, friends. You really should back off, because you're like, oh, you're with an agency. Okay, well, best of luck to you. That's pretty much what you're supposed to do. If you're in, you're operating as a person associated with the agency. So when people say they're with agencies, I don't never hear me say, oh, well, leave them. And yeah, I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't say anything about it. I was like, okay, well, that's good. And that's it. And so just recognize that, yeah, that's the approach they're supposed to take. They're not supposed to say anything that would disparage or talk bad or say that you should move on, or you should do this or you should do that. Because at the end of the day, um, it's first of all, it's inappropriate. That I'll leave it there. It's inappropriate. So what they're doing is inappropriate, and so they're not supposed to do that. Um, but yeah, so just keep that in mind, you all. Just be mindful. If you're an agency and you've had that experience and someone's done that, they're not supposed to do that. They're not. Um, why did AI said discussing agency rules and avoiding creator poaching? Ask about joining. That's not what I was. I guess I was saying that, but look here, TikTok. So yeah, um, you got sister vibes. Thank you, friend. Appreciate that. All right. Thank you all for being here. If you're new to the room and you haven't followed the live host, we're in the midst of Community Fest. There is a campaign going on now for Community Fest. My daily quest is to get more followers as part of the quest. So if you are new and you haven't followed, this would be a great time to follow the live host. If you have not grabbed your daily heart me like our friend just did, thank you for that great daily heart me, Goldie. You can grab that as well. My friends who are have a nice evening. All right, Bella, take care. Bella, real quick, from a viewer perspective, do you know where your rewards are for um the Community Fest? Let me know if you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let me know. And then have you picked up on the quest? Are you doing the quest? That's the other question. Because I know we battled yesterday and you were having some issues with getting to your quest. So definitely check your quest out, you all. Be of the mindset that your quest is a great way to get engagement. My 10 o'clock, we had to get 990 comments and we did it. All right. So definitely pay attention to those quests. It's a great way to get engagement. My next quest is to get the followers. Now, to be honest with you, the room has done well. People have been circulating in and out, which is good. We've gotten some follows. And at the end of the day, we've seen some traffic in the room. So I do appreciate that. TikTok asked for a lot with 212. I don't think I've ever seen that in one day, whether that was the total of my morning and my evening. I don't think I've seen that much. And so it is a tall order for me. But with that, it is getting more visibility, more follows for the room. So I will say I've seen a little bit more traffic today. or at least in this live. It, it was work. I know y'all worked y'all tail off. Y'all worked y'all tail off. So thank you. I appreciate it, friends. Um, so yes, so when it comes to the agency, you guys are more than welcome to join. Let me go here because I want to talk about this because as an agency, these are things that TikTok wants us to make sure you guys are aware of, as well as you want to be mindful because I brought this topic to the forefront because there's a lot of events that are happening around the world, around the nation, and these sporting events, people are getting themselves in trouble. All right. So people are getting themselves in trouble because they are either streaming these sporting events and you're not supposed to, or they are posting content and reposting content and they're not supposed to do things legitimately. They're doing it not the right way. Thanks for sharing your insight. You're welcome. Good afternoon, friend. How you doing, friend? So just keep that in mind. There's some do's and don'ts that you have to be mindful of. Some things you cannot say and cannot do if you are engaging in this way. So a couple things I want to point out. So we're going to talk about it. Let's talk about it from the context of these sporting events because that was really where the spirit of this comment came of this notification came through based on people who are getting themselves in trouble and they're streaming these sporting events. So we had the NBA finals, we got the soccer, the World Cup happening now. There was the hockey championships. There's been a lot. There's been a whole lot in the last couple of weeks. Okay. So as you're thinking about this, one thing you cannot do, you cannot repeat after me, you cannot stream a broadcast, a live event like that. You cannot stream it, especially the sporting events, because you don't have written permission and consent to stream in that way. So you cannot live stream any of those network type events. All right. So keep that in mind. You also need to keep in mind when it comes to reposting the content or any clips of it and stuff, you got to be mindful of the logos and any watermarks. Okay. You can't stream and repost and share and do all that stuff if there is logos and watermarks on that content because you don't have permission. All right. So you can get a violation for that. That is considered unoriginal content. That's what that's under. Unoriginal content. You cannot stream that. All right. You cannot repost it, especially if there's logos, because that's branded content, unoriginal content. All right. So keep that in mind. Have you guys had that happen? Or you know anybody who's doing that? I've seen it actually in my feed. I've seen some of the different sporting events. Now, I was saying earlier, we were talking through. We all know that the Knicks they had their parade. Like you probably could do video footage of the parade lines and like the aerial views. Like say if you were in a high rise, you're looking down and seeing all the sea of people in orange and blue and stuff like that. That's doable. That content is okay. Not from a stream, but I'm saying from like if you were posting content or if you were streaming it, don't do it where it's the actual game, but you're streaming the parade and some other pieces of it. I think that's fine. But just be careful with branded logos, that type of stuff that you're honing in on. Okay. What about a scene from a TV show? You're really not supposed to without permission. Live events in particular is what they're saying, but you're supposed to have permission when you're streaming something. Yeah, you are. It's my first time live. Hi, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much. Oh, this is your brand new account. Well, welcome to the room. Appreciate you joining. Um, Make sure you follow the live host. So let me know if you have any questions too. How about brand logo we are wearing during live? That question came up as well. I would say be careful in the context of if you're showing a t-shirt or brand or something like that. First of all, I would turn on my content disclosure. That's the first thing I would turn on, just so that it doesn't look like you're pushing people off the platform. I had one creator, her shirt says something about coffee, and TikTok labeled her live as a live that was endorsing or a substance of some sort. Um, there was like a caution message that was in the live. And so it was like something about coffee on her shirt. So again, just make sure your content disclosures on so it's not misinterpreted and you're representing your brand. I would also say don't do it with TikTok Shop turned on and activated. Don't do it then because again, you might get the message that is about, you're not talking about the product, you're like talking about another product and brand, it can confuse the algorithm. So I would say don't wear it if you're doing a shoppable live or your shopping cart is activated at all. I think I got a restriction because of the mic I was using. I think. You think it was the mic? What, did you have your shop on? It could have been if your shop was activated. Steph, welcome to the room, friend. Appreciate you. Possibly. I've had my mic on in the screen when I'm showing other products all the time. I don't know. Good evening. I think so. You think so? It could have been. Could have been. Especially like for now, you don't see the logo, but there you do. So if you had it where the logo was showing, like something like that, and they saw it, it could have been it. It was on. Oh, it was on your shirt. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that could have been it. It could have been. It was a small mic. Yeah, it could have been it. Um, you're talking about like a lapel mic, and then you're doing shop as well. Yeah, it could have been thinking you were trying to promote the microphone. Could have been. So yeah, you got to be careful about that. Um, I would say avoid it. So, I wear a lot of dark shirts. I wear dark shirts too because of the words. I don't know if you guys knew that. If you wear a light shirt, sometimes it's hard to see the words because the words are blending with your shirt. So you'll see me often wearing like either two-tone, something where I can see the words and stuff because of that. So just be careful about what you're doing when you're streaming, what you're showing. I don't do a lot of logos. You guys notice that about me. I don't show a lot of logos. I think the most is if I wear my baseball cap, it has Nike on the symbol, but that's it. You said dark shirts, check. Oh my gosh. He's like dark shirts, check. Let's see. I had some notes about it. I just wanted to make sure I was didn't skip too far ahead. Oh, I'm gonna skip down because in my earlier live I didn't talk about this one. Let me. So we talked about don't stream unauthorized events. If you don't have authorization to do it, don't stream it, don't show it, even if it's a TV show. I would avoid it. I would minimize the use of that. This is really good information. You're welcome. Let me skip ahead because we didn't talk about this in the 10 o'clock. Do not, hey friend, look at you leveling up in the room. Thank you so much for being here. So this particular violation is based on regulatory goods, services, and commercial activities. Okay? So regulatory goods, services, and commercial activities. You cannot You're not supposed to, and this is really pertaining to alcoholic beverages too. You're not supposed to drink on camera. Now, the thinking is that that's a regulatory good. We know that. And so it is pertaining to alcohol. But because the algorithm, this computer doesn't know what's in your cup, people often get in trouble when they're having water, tea, coffee, that type of stuff. So just be mindful. I hear people say, "Oh, this is coffee. Oh, this is tea. I'm not drinking anything that's alcoholic and that type of stuff or alcohol at all." So just be mindful though, because it will give you that violation or restriction if they perceive your live to have um, a regulatory good in it, such as alcohol. You are not supposed to vape, even if you have the 18 years and older. You're not supposed to drink or vape if you have the 18 years and older. You're not supposed to do it. So it is actually against the guidelines for TikTok. So you're not supposed to drink alcohol. You're not supposed to vape on camera. Those are no-nos. And so just know that people think that, oh, I'll turn on my 18 years and older and that'll be good enough. No, it's not. It's a regulatory good. You're not supposed to do it on the camera. That's why that's there. So you said no alcohol. Exactly. The other thing I was going to say is driving, gambling, designer products and goods. That's kind of where we're talking about the branded materials and stuff. They get you in trouble as well. So just kind of keep that in mind. You're not supposed to gamble. You're not supposed to be behind the wheel driving in your live stream. That's dangerous activities. You're not supposed to do that also. So just know those are things that will get your account in violation for those specific things. If it's commercial goods and activities, so a lot of people are like showing different purses and other products and stuff like that. You're not supposed to do any of that type of stuff. If it has a logo on it, turn on your content disclosure, but be careful about showing, especially some of the big fashion houses, the big designer products. Let me see, did we get, okay, we checked off, we got our watch hours. Thank you all for doing that. We got 42 of the 212 followers between the two lives. I'm cheering for that, but it's all good. Good afternoon. How you doing, friend? Uh, Marita, thank you so much for being here. So keep that in mind. I think my husband went to go get my son. I hear his little voice. I was like, I thought we were picking him up, so he got him, so that's good. Um, I'm gonna stay on for about another 10 minutes. So I'm gonna get off probably anywhere between right at not 6 o'clock Eastern. So we should be sitting in a well lit room without any logos on clothing. So just you and the mic. Well, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing. That's pretty much what I'm doing. You're welcome, friend. I am in right live. You're in the right live. I searched gardening and beginners in Florida, and it took me to a knitting. Oh, wait a minute. What are you looking at? What, are you looking for how to go live? What, you might still be in the wrong room. Let me know. Let me know. I'm not knitting. I'm just saying. I got on a knit sweater. Maybe that's what TikTok. I don't know. I don't garden. No, I search garden. No logos, no driving, no gambling. Nope, none of those things. Let me know. You said you search. Sorry. All right. Make sure you follow the live host since you're here. Welcome to the room. You said, is that a real background? Okay. Hey, Empress, how you doing, friend? I'm doing well. This is real. This is real. Yeah, that's real. I love that people ask that. Is that real? I guess I got to see it from y'all perspective. I guess since I look at it, I know it's real. So when people ask that, that tickles me. Yeah, it's real. It's real. Yeah, a real background. Um, I'm doing well. So here, I'm gonna turn the light off. This is how I looked like much of last year. I did not have the lights. The light is actually a sunset lamp. It was just like this. Does this look fake? I mean, the tree is there. It don't look fake, do it? It look real. It look, yeah. It's my little wall art. so, but that's it. Yeah. But yeah. So I got that. I keep getting that. Like people think it's fake. I guess that's cool. You said, "Oh wow." So yeah, so it's not a virtual background, but but with that, your lighting does matter, your sound, all those things, and so you could do it all without having to have logos and stuff around you. Better with the light. It is. Yeah. Oh, you're saying with the colorful light, it does. The colorful lights kind of bring a little bit more dimension, I think, and interest to the room. So I think so too. My chair brings a shadow that's over here on the side over here. So it has a shadow. Without the light, it looks more realistic. With the light, it looks great. Thanks, friend. Appreciate it, friend. Um, when it comes to, yes, you said the light is better. It is. Well, and that's what I tell people all the time. You don't have to have your live be perfect from day one. You can always upgrade it, enhance it. So don't feel like it has to be, this is the only way it's going to look. Who knows, next year for 2027, I might bring in a different light, a different fixture, something else in the back room. Maybe I might change my space. I might be on my patio. And so you never know. So just know you don't have to have it all figured out from day one. Just start going live and you'll grow and get better. Hey, Kim loves Jamaica. Welcome to the room. Um, so with the other couple things I want to share before I get off, hate speech, bullying, harassing, any of those kind of things that you're doing, hateful behavior, violent behavior, anything like that in your stream is a no-no. Okay. It came up under the sports because a lot of people have the sports rivalries. They're talking about different athletes in a disparaging way. They're talking about the rival team and stuff. And so you can't do that in your live. Cannot do that. I know, you know, we're all very mature adults, so we don't operate that way. But But if you are acting that way and it's happening, you can't do that. So that's a no-no. TikTok is very, very particular about that. People use words that are derogatory words. They're slurs to a certain extent, and so you got to be careful about what you're saying and doing. Um, any negative vibes, I'm scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. I heard that. I don't have time for that. I'm not letting that seep into my energy at all. Only on live. You said only on live as opposed to in the content. I mean, you got to be careful on the content too. Yeah, you can't do it in the content either. Yeah, so those violations do apply to the content side too. Yeah, TikTok do violate the content. They do. So, but from a live stream perspective, because this is obviously a live broadcast, you really got to be careful. Thank you all for the follow. I appreciate that. Anybody who, if you have not followed the live host, this is the time to do it. Go ahead and follow the live host. Also, if you have not joined my community, it takes a penny. You need to have coins in your account. You want to click that join button so that you can get your daily heart me, and then also support our community fest. That's what we're doing right now, the community fest, um, as opposed to be an adult. Exactly. Um, So when it comes to other things, just be careful about the word choice that you use and how you're saying things. Sometimes we say stuff and we're joking and kidding and not recognizing that some of our words, you said no halo today. I did it at the 10 o'clock. I did it at my 10 o'clock. And I knew this live, I'm going to get off shortly, but I knew this live, I wasn't going to stay on as long. So I was like, well, you know what? I'm not going to start it. I should have, but I decided against it. So I may come back later, but TT muted my video due to the audio that they themselves chose. Make it make sense. Um, Sometimes they do mute the music. Did we talk about this the other day? I had to share that with somebody. TikTok can't tell. Sarcasm. No, they can't. It's a computer. That's true. Um, when it comes to muting music, the music rights will change. Like, say it was open, available for, copyright, open, I guess, available, but then it changed. And so because of that, they now have to you have to change the sound out. So I've had to do that to a couple videos where the sound got muted and I had to change it out. So, TikTok says live host sharing live streaming tips like what's allowed and not. There we go, TikTok. Yeah, so just know that happens. I've had it happen over the last year and a half, maybe like twice. And I've had to change the music on some songs. And, it's just the copyright has changed. I think that's what's happening. Um, Last couple things that I want to make sure I said: body exposure, dangerous activities. Those are two things you want to be mindful of. So if you're wearing a lot of cleavage, if you're wearing swimsuits, if you're wearing tank tops, tube tops, especially for women, they really get women more so than men. So you got to be careful about your attire. One of mine couldn't change it, so I had to delete the video. Yeah, you either delete it or make it private. Those are your two choices. Hey friends, we changed the heart me. Thank you so much, Motivation Station. Put on the party shades. Appreciate it. So yeah, so be mindful of that. TikTok will get you in trouble. Like I said, women in particular, if you're wearing like tank tops. And I know it's hot, but be aware that the algorithm doesn't care about the heat. It doesn't care about our personal summers. It has no interest in that. And so you got to be careful about what you're doing. Although I was saying earlier, I went to a live that was part of the TikTok Live USA. And so they had takeovers where they'll have different live hosts taking over. Thank you so much for the 200 comments and the community hearts. They gave me a restriction for my shoulders being out. Yep. Well, this girl who was battling, oh my gosh, she was like totally hanging out. She had on her tank top and she was talking to her community and she was just hanging out that whole shirt. And I was like, well, wait a minute. Why she ain't getting a restriction? Girlfriend was it was interesting. Now supposedly she won. She did win the battle. She did win. I'm just saying. She won. She did win. She did win. Yeah, her room made sure she won. She won. And so because of that, TikTok did not restrict her though, so she didn't get in trouble for her little tank top episode. I wasn't in her room. I was on the guy's side when I clicked. I guess I joined on his side, and apparently somebody in my chat said they were there too. And she had like 3,000 people in her room. He had like 500. She had like 3,000. I was like, oh my gosh, TikTok, y'all wrong for this. And she did win. Short stack, thank you so much for thank you, friends. Make sure if you guys, I'm about to get off. If you have not followed the live host, this is the perfect time to do it. Yeah, she had like 3,000. Yeah. And their points were like neck and neck all the way up until the last minute. I came in when it was like about 2 minutes in. It was about 2 minutes left of the match. And so, and I heard him, he was like giving his strategy. He was talking. She was covering her mouth. She was talking. He would unmute her. So I was kind of paying attention to the strategy piece. And he looked like he was up for a period of time. He was like inching up ahead of her for a little bit. And they sniped at the end. They sniped big time. I think people sent like 2, 3 universes. It was like crazy. I'm sure on her side, he had gotten a couple towards the end as well, but they weren't done on the gloves. I think that's what happened too. They should have been sent on the gloves, and they weren't. But it was actually a very interesting match to watch. Um, all right, friends. Thank you all for being here. I gotta jump off. I got some mommy duties. I know we got a time that we got for our movie night tonight. Yes, but some people have body out and TikTok keep. Yeah, I think in this example, she was clearly an A-leaguer. She was clearly doing her thing, and they was turning a blind eye to it, and it was quite obvious what was happening in terms of that little itty bitty tank top she had on. So yeah, but yeah, they just be mindful of it. I don't want you guys to say like, oh, I don't, I got in trouble. I don't understand why. These are the rules. Now they give the example that people speed on the highway all the time and don't get caught, and they're breaking the rules. So just don't get caught speeding. Just don't get caught. But for that reason, I would say be careful. Thank you. Have a great weekend. You're welcome. Is that a sport club or what? What you mean sport club? What you mean? Let me know what you meant by that, Petra. Hello. Okay. Thank you all for being here. Claim your points. If you haven't checked in and got your points, get your points for the night. We'll talk about this a little bit more tomorrow, but make sure you guys get your points. Um, Let me know if you guys have any last minute questions. I appreciate you all joining. Um, and thank you so much, Just Landed. Appreciate you, friend. Appreciate you. I'm about to get off. I have to get off a little bit early today, so I did an hour and 35 minutes. Let me check and see with the campaign for today. We had some pretty hard goals to reach. So I may come back later. We have 44 new followers out of for the campaign we needed 212 new followers. We got 44, which was good, which is good. I take it. And so I'll see. I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna make it back in time after our little movie night, but I appreciate you all. We had 990 comments that we achieved. We had 5,000 watch hours that we achieved. We have 44 new followers that we achieved based on Community Fest. So I'm over the moon about that. So I appreciate all the support. You said then her got wow. Enjoy the film. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate that. Take care. Appreciate you all. So thank you all. I really love your room. Your vibe is everything. Oh, thank you, friend. I appreciate that. That's what we here for. We here to learn and grow. We not letting none stop us. Okay. We are growing. This is our growth season. So I appreciate all of you guys coming through. Feel free to message me if you have any last minute questions. You can also send me a Service Plus message. In the meantime, claim your points really quickly. Thank you all for the likes, the comments, the shares, the stickers, um, the watching of the live stream. Thank you all for all the support. I tell you guys all the time, practice makes progress. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to overthink this thing. All you simply doing are trying to go live, okay? So just go live, all right? All right, I appreciate you all. I will catch you guys later tomorrow at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. I may pop in tonight. I'm gonna try to be in these battle streets too for the Friends and Learn. I'll have to see where I'm at when it actually starts. All right, friends, take care. Bye-bye. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate all the support. I will catch you guys later. Thank you so much for